What's good, YouTube family? It's your boy Dior. Welcome back to Dior TV. Um, Today I just wanted to give y'all like a little rundown of like the pros and cons of college in a nutshell. Um, Me personally, college is a great space where you can network and work on your networking skills to be able uh to be able to grasp on the relationships that can last a lifelong time. Not just doing it just because it's networking, but doing it generously and doing it, being genuine with your connections that you do make here in college. Because you'll never know where you'll need these people in the near future. So that was a good part. That's a great part of why I um, enjoy college because I never thought I'd be in this space, except to like meeting different people and not only meeting new people but establishing those relationships that could last for a lifetime. Being genuine, not really doing it just to use. Kind of like in the corporate world. I'm not. My walk in life is totally different. I'm not doing anything for transactional reasons. Everything that I do is out the kindness of my heart and just genuinely. Because if it's not genuine, what are we doing it for? Because if it's not genuine, it's not gonna last. Me personally, seeing it that way. So yeah, um, uh, I say a great pro. Another pro in going into college is that you find who you truly are. Because I ain't gonna lie, y'all. When I first came here, I was not the vocal person that I am today. But going through this process, it has taught me to be able to communicate on what I need help with, how I feel, and different things of that nature. Because you're only gonna grow even more in just different spaces that you do um, walk into. You know what I'm saying? You just have to be set up to want to be able to grow. And there's no bad thing with growth or wanting to grow. With growth comes, you know, implementing new things that you've never done before, just doing it because it shows a level of growth. And then those little hard trials that you do go through, stuff that may seem kind of wayward or, like, yeah, I don't want to do that. That could end up turning into a strength of yours. Cause kind of like what an experience of me, like being here in college, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, at Southern University, has been a roller coaster ride, y'all. It's my senior year, about to walk across the stage in December, if it's the Lord's will. So it's just really about you, you know, making it. Just keep going day by day. You have to keep moving because you'll never know where your end result. Not even about the end result. You'll never know how much the journey entails and how much you'll learn from where you once were. And that's another thing. Now, cons of college life is, it's a lot of different lifestyles here. And if you're not personally ready to be locked in, you can get kind of wayward. You'll be doing stuff that you never done before. Say, for instance, like if you wasn't the type to be out as much going in high school, your parents didn't allow you to go out as much. Now you're gonna start doing that, and it's gonna kind of build on to a habit of you doing it constantly until one day you be like, damn, like I don't really like this lifestyle no more. Or sometimes, in some cases, some people never make it out of those situations. So thing is, you have to have a mind of your own when you come here. When you come to college, man, you have to have a focused mindset. A lot of distractions out here, man. It's just depending on who really want it and who don't. You know what I'm saying? Because it can start right then and there. Once you step on a college campus or the job, after high school, you can have either a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. Just being a fix. You'll be just okay with staying at that job, that particular job, and oh, I'm cool with making these grades. At the end of the day, it's really about leveling up in your journey. Because if you went through a journey and you haven't learned anything from it, you should reevaluate and start to really lock in and be more focused on where you're going. Because there's a lot of distractions out here. And that's another thing, another pro is that I got more into my word when I got in this space. Because, you can't do none of this without God. And he's the source to everything. He's just the source to life. And he's the author and finisher of our faith. So we really have to give credit where credit is due, And if you haven't established a relationship with Christ, man, you know, you can start today. It's never too late, never too early. There's no such thing. So if you hear that knock on your heart, answer, cause he's talking to you. Yeah, man. But other things about the cons of coming to college, or at least in like a younger mind state, you're at least the person I am. I was like, I'm not ready to meet all these different personalities. And people come from different walks of life, so you'll never know what to expect. And that was kind of my deal when I first came. I did not know what to expect, but within it, I've learned to just go with the flow. That's another thing you'll grasp onto, just going and stepping out and doing stuff that you've never done before. You just have to go with the flow. Eventually, you'll find your way. You gotta keep moving. Yes, gotta keep moving. But like overall, the college experience is really what you make it. Some people, oh yeah, college is a scam, this and that. It's a scam if you let it be a scam. You know what I'm saying? So if you just alter your mind and stop letting people put things in your ear, that ain't benefiting to where you want to go in life, you know, don't be around it, keep being who you are and just make the right choices because good choices can land you in good positions and bad choices can land you in life-changing positions, meaning like life or death experience. You know what I'm saying? So you have to make great choices out here. That's my advice to you young college students or young freshmen that's about to come in the fall of 26. Y'all stay focused, remain focused. Don't let anything distract you, even if it's your friends. You know what I'm saying? If you got a goal that you see that's bigger than here, you know what I'm saying? So, lock in on that goal. God didn't get it to you for no reason. So keep pushing, have the faith that you can do everything that you put your mind to. Cause, the devil will try to come in your mind and make you think that you can't. He'll come in the forms of people, he'll come in the form of thought. Or even, you'll never know, man. So you just have to keep your eyes focused and stay on the main source, and it's Jesus Christ. Yeah, and he gonna make a way. So within your next step in leveling up, just know that it will be kind of scary going into it, but it's gonna get better. You just have to make that first step. That's all you have to do. Make that first step and God to take care of the rest. Have faith. I love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this video to help other young college students. A college student that you may know, just send it to them, and it kind of be an encouraging word for them. So y'all can do this. I'm here. It's my last year. We made it. You know what I'm saying? So just gotta keep moving. You'll never know what's at the end of that tunnel. You know what I'm saying? You know there's light at the end of that tunnel, but you never know the blessings that God has for you until you just step out of it. You know what I'm saying? Just step out. Don't worry about all the talk from other people. Just step out. Because that displays true faith in Christ. I love y'all. Pray that y'all have a wonderful and blessed rest of y'all day. It was a pleasure talking to y'all again, like always. Y'all family. I love y'all. Your TV. We out.